Holy shit, they're actually going to do it. They're actually going to remaster the best game of a generation. Not only just generally, but for me, this is the first Call of Duty I ever got. This is the first Call of Duty I ever put so much time into. I loved it. The guns, the ACR was so good. How can you forget the intervention as well? The maps are brilliant. Terminal, High Rise, Rust. You cannot go through Call of Duty without mentioning Rust. I cannot wait for this, and it comes out in only like a month. Isn't that brilliant? And it's only like 20 quid. Oh my god, they're actually doing something good by us for once. Isn't that great? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered has no multiplayer. What? No. What? They can't do that. They can't fucking do that. Activision can't be that fucking. They can be that fucking stupid, can't they? What am I saying? So Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. No multiplayer. None of the modes that made the game so iconic in the first place. Well done, Activision. Let's just slow clap quietly because we got people asleep in the house, but we're slow clap them. That's as business decisions go. That's up there. That's up there with some of the best. That's a zinger, that is. Now, if you've been living under a rock, well, you're probably here because of this news. So, but you know, might as well fill your win. Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, that was leaked last week through Amazon Italy and various other retailers as well through support chats. Yep, it leaked last week and people got excited. Obviously, everyone was hyped for it. Everyone was getting back into the Call of Duty hype. We've already had Backwards Forwards announcement. It's coming out a month early. Now, this would have just set the world on fire and maybe would have been the thing that dropped Fortnite a bit. Not completely, because there are some people that are just too addicted to that game. But even Activision can somehow manage to fuck up what is a situation that should essentially be like impossible to fuck up. A Modern Warfare 2 Remastered should be great all round for everyone, and they've managed to screw us up big time, and that's by having a remaster that's campaign only. Now, the campaign's good. I'll give it that. The campaign is good. However, if I want to play the campaign desperately, I will just load up my PS3. People who don't have Modern Warfare 2, just go and buy it. Second-hand sort, it's a few quid now, I imagine. Don't be so bloody stupid. You don't need to buy a remaster just for a free fucking hour campaign. And yet the mode that made the game iconic was the multiplayer. You can't get away from that, even as someone who does bother with campaigns on Call of Duty. It's the fucking multiplayer that everyone wants it for. And what do? They go and fucking take it out. Now, this is possibly the most... what's the word? What is the word I'm trying to look for here? They just don't seem to understand, is what I'm going for. They don't understand the community in any way. They couldn't be this distant. They can't be this distanced, surely, to think that this would be great and this would bring people back to them. That's like 25 quid as well. 25 euros, 25 quid, whatever it was. For just a campaign that's it shouldn't take you many more than 4 hours. It can get done in very quickly. And this is just a massive rip-off. What the fuck kind of idea is that? Activision seem to be have this desire to just be the biggest fucking cock-ups they could ever be. But they don't seem to give a shit. They seem to be so comfortable around the profit they get, because they get so much money, and it clearly is a comfort thing. Fortnite's gave them a little scare. It's dropped player numbers down. What do they go and do? They announced Black Ops 4 earlier than they normally would do with games. They've also brought the release date forward, which could be something to do with that. And then they have this opportunity. They have this massive opportunity. They see the hype for it. They see the desire for it. And what do? They go and ruin it. They somehow ruin it. Now, there's one argument that I feel like needs to be brought up, and that is this is minority in terms of people I've seen on Twitter who are saying this is probably the best thing for them. They don't want people going away from World War 2. They don't want people going away from Black Ops 4. One, people have already gone away from World War 2. There's still player base there. There's still people for them to focus on. player base has been affected by Fortnite for months. So it's pointless bringing that up. Black Ops 4 won't drop that much. It really won't. It's 6 months away. It's 6 months away. In that time, people will eventually calm down on the Modern Warfare 2 hype train. They'll go on to Black Ops 4 when Black Ops 4 comes out. Maybe occasionally there will be some people on split basis, but Activision shouldn't give a shite as long as they're on a Call of Duty game, or they're on a recently made Call of Duty game, or a recently released Call of Duty game. That argument's stupid to me. This is the biggest own goal they could score, Activision, and they've scored many already. They thought people would. They claimed at the time that they researched had indicated that people wanted futuristic games, all because of literally all that was based on was Titanfall. They literally just plagiarised. They thought, oh, Titanfall's successful, and we're going to do that. And for 3 years we had shit games in the setting we didn't want. This is just another instance of Activision being so out of touch with the community. And that was the term I was looking for earlier, out of touch. Jesus. They're so out of touch. This isn't the first time they've royally cocked up, is it? Exactly. They've been known to kill developers who make good games, to Guitar Hero and Prototype. If you never played the Prototype games, the people that made them killed by Activision. That was one instance where Activision were shitbags. They're shitbags when it comes to DLC and microtransactions and supply drops and things like that. Always have been. Not only on Call of Duty, you've got things like Destiny, where overall you'd be spending hundreds of quid on this game to essentially have the full package, which is just disgusting, frankly. And with Call of Duty, you've got this. It's not as bad as it was, but especially on Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare, you have this emphasis on essentially paying to win, paying to buy these guns, paying money to get the supply drops to get these guns. It was quite clear that you weren't getting these guns if you didn't pay for them. And this is just another example of shitbaggery. Shitbaggery, that's my term for Activision. They're shitbags. They're the biggest example of shitbags, and they make EA look good at times, which says a lot. These two seem to be going one at a time. They seem to be, the whole meme of EA do something, but EA have the microtransaction controversy there with Star Wars Battlefront. Activision is just like, hold my beer, we can do worse. We can go worse in terms of screwing over community or screwing people over big time. Now, in terms of this information, it seems pretty accurate. It does, and there are still people on Twitter that aren't buying it. Charlie Intel, I've never seen Charlie Intel have so much I don't know if I could say hatred. Hatred's a bit too far, but they are people questioning them, because it was obviously Charlie Intel that brought this news out. They were the first ones to announce release information that sources had said it's a campaign only game. Others have now joined in. Eurogamer and Kakati, is that how you say it? Is it Kakati? Oh, I don't know. Kakati. Oh, it's stupid name for a game thing. But they've also now confirmed that there are multiple outlets confirming this. And Charlie Intel, generally their sources are very good, and generally Charlie Intel get it right. They seem quite sure about it. That's not to say they aren't going to be wrong. Of course it's possible they could be wrong, but I'm just saying they're very, very good. And the people, if anyone who's watching who is on Twitter, and it's kind of keyboard warrioring it now, and that's when you get into a problem, because keyboard warriors don't know what they're talking about half the time. There is a group of people, or there were some accounts dedicated to it, who are adamant that Charlie Intel are just part of the hype. They're part of the hype train. They're just trying to keep the game hyped up. They're trying to make people disappointed, so then Activision can come out and go, "Ha, we got you. Here's the full game for €25." And personally, I don't buy that at all. I don't think that's got any benefits. I don't think Charlie Intel would involve themselves with that. They never have. They've never been involved in the marketing particularly. They've always been honest about the news they get and whether that could be real, whether that could be fake. And they've generally, the idea of Activision going through this much effort to humding us is just ridiculous. They've never been that involved in the community to have that much of a emphasis on that, and ultimately we're all going to be disappointed. Now, I'm not going to buy this if it's campaign only. No way in hell, and I would really recommend that to anyone not to, because you're just getting milked and you're giving them the ability to do things like this constantly. One thing I regret, Modern Warfare Remastered, they brought out the one DLC pack, didn't they, Variety, and I bought it for £11. Now generally remastered games give you all the bonus content as part of it, and I feel like one of the sort of idiots essentially that brought this, and it gave them the idea to continue doing this and continue going, if we put these things out for even quite expensive prices, people still buy them, we can keep doing this. And this is another one of those examples. I've tried to basically learn my lesson essentially, and I really hope most people don't buy this, simply because it will tell them this isn't good, this isn't you, you're not really listening. If you think this is something that we want, you're not listening. £25 for a remastered campaign, like I say, it will take you 3 hours. It's not worth it. It's worth turning on your Xbox 360 or your PS3 again and going to your local second-hand store, whether it be, I don't know where it is in America, like CEX here, or just a local GameStop or game store where they have second-hand games, and just for a few quid picking up Modern Warfare 2. And as much as the multiplayer is incredibly hacked, it can still be fun, it can still have entertainment, and obviously you can then play the campaign for a lot cheaper, and you can see what it's like. I would seriously, even if you've never played Modern Warfare 2, I would not touch this, simply because out of principle, £25, 20 quid, €25, whatever that works out to, is extortionate for all that. And I really hope people listen to that and don't buy this. Activision, seriously, you need to go fuck yourself. Honestly, you really do. You need to learn from other people at this rate. I mean, Epic Games are brilliant at community feedback, aren't they? Look at them. Listen to the people, for fuck's sake. You can't do that. I really hope that they shelve plans to release it this early, if it is going to be released now, because then that gives, and they hold it for a year at least, till 2019 when Infinity Ward's game comes out, and they do shell it out together, because that way they've got time to work on multiplayer, and most people assumed that the next remastered game would be Modern Warfare 2, and it wouldn't be till 2019 anyway. I think most people would be okay with that generally, if you just go, you know what, we'll save it for a year. And that might even involve them having to be honest about it to us, which would be a nice little step forward, frankly, if they're honest and they say, look, we were going to release this, we've seen the feedback, we've seen what people are saying, and we're going to can it for a little bit and work on making the full game. That's a good scenario. The other scenario could be that this is just a month thing, because they did that with Modern Warfare Remastered. If you pre-ordered it, you got the campaign a month early. I doubt it's that, but I'd like to hope it would. But yeah, that's all the points on that. Activision need to sort themselves out. Hopefully this is wrong and Charlie Intel for once, and their sources have got it wrong, but I don't have too much hope for it. At this rate, we're just going to have to keep to Fortnite and occasionally World War 2 until Black Ops 4, aren't we? So if you enjoyed, comment your thoughts, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.